Hi, do you see this big ugly glass platform here over top of my slightly less ugly tree attempt? Yeah, this has got to go. Luckily, I upgraded this 5-year world to 1.21, and they just added the deep slate layer with copper underneath what was originally the void. So now I can get lightning rods, which means I don't need to have these big ugly glass towers anymore. I gotta get rid of them. But I don't want to just have a bunch of floating lightning rods everywhere. I'm gonna put them on top of big airships. It's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait to take you along for the ride. But in any case, first order of business is, of course, getting a whole bunch of materials. And allow me to show you my storage system down here, which has a fair amount of goodies that I can use. Especially the ones that I use for that little airship up there. So if you come over here, we have a bunch of andesite. This is enough, probably, if we're just using like this for like lining. This like what, 10, 15 stacks should last us quite a long time. And of course, I got some spruce too. I got quite a bit of this actually. I wanted to make sure that I just like got a lot of the grinding stuff out of the way. So hopefully we'll be able to just get straight into building. Now, as for the actual colored part, let me show you my little project over here. If you come over here to this ancient farming location, I have a bunch of sheep here in some little chambers. I was fighting some phantoms earlier because I had AFK'd overnight. And I have one of every colored sheep. And we've got quite a lot. Some of these have been around for longer. Some of them I've been pulling from. But, oh. What happened to all the red? Hold on, how much is in here? We got more brown than red. This has been running all night. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. I need to reload this. Luckily, I made an iron farm a while back, and I believe somewhere in one of these shulker boxes, I have a stack of iron blocks. Really? I don't. Is it in here? No. No biggie. Let's just go over to the iron farm. No big deal. It's just over here. This big, overly complicated farm. It generates way more iron than I need, and it's probably just flat out overloaded. Oh yeah, it's flat out overloaded. And I even took the liberty of condensing it into a bunch of blocks. Hold on. Yeah, it filters out all of the flowers I get. I think we have enough iron. I think maybe I should just be making things out of iron blocks. Okay, what don't I need? Hold on, my inventory's full again. Okay, that one measly little torch. That's gonna have to go, unfortunately. Okay, now time to reload. I'm gonna have a real phantom problem here in a minute, because I haven't slept since I AFK'd. Luckily, this is a very simple problem to fix. I just can load them up from the back. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it! Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, that wasn't cheap. That worked out to exactly half a stack of iron blocks. Which, for someone who doesn't have an iron farm, which I'm not, it would take... that would be like a lot of mining. That's at least a couple hours worth of mining. That goes to show just how quickly certain parts of the game can progress when you have like automatic farms like an iron farm. Now, as far as like the number of airships that I need, I can really just have a lot of fun with it, because in reality, just one lightning rod should cover like a good like majority of this platform. So if I were to have like a grid of these, like at maximum they'd be spread out 180 blocks in either direction from each other, and that's actually quite a lot of space. Because if you come over here, like say you wanted to put one over here, it would end up pretty much like off this platform. So I only really need a handful of these, but at this point I think once I have the tree, I'm just going to make the tree a giant like airship port and stuff. That's not an idea I had 3 days ago. I'd like to use at least one of every wool type for these blimps. Just because I like the idea of them being, of having like a super colorful fleet. And then I'll probably have a more industrial-looking one right there for the iron farm. I know I'm gonna definitely want like a mothership of some kind. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. But I think the majority of them are just gonna be tiny little itty bitty ones like this. And like this, if you're up here, this might not look like all that small of a build. But like if you come over here, oh wow, I'm really bad with this. But if you were to come down, say to like here and look up, that's tiny. It's an itty bitty, eensy weensy thing, and I still think that for its size, it has a fair amount of detail. So I'm excited about what I get to do with some of these other ones. Now, just this one alone took about 3 stacks of wool, and that's with it being hollow on the inside. So I gotta keep that in mind as I build these. Like, one that's like the mothership, for example, is probably going to use probably about 12, 16 stacks of wool, which means I'm probably going to have to make it like a multicolored one. So at some point, we're going to have a rainbow ship. Another idea that I was thinking about is making this whole build right here into a giant, like elytra, like fly course. I think that'd be really cool. And then you could, of course, fly through the branches of the tree, you know, as long as you don't hit anything and die. You know, I'm in for some fun building times. Okay, so I've gone ahead and collected a whole bunch of items. We've got wool of every color, 5 stacked exactly, except for red, there's a little bit more. I got some spruce logs, some andesite, I got some stone for good measure, lanterns, chains might be good instead of, like these wooden counterparts. I'm still on the fence about it. Chains would make it seem like the bottom would like wiggle around with the wind and stuff, you know, in a more realistic setting. I've also decided that if I'm going to have a lectern here, I might as well put a book in there and just write some ship's logs. So I think that would be really fun. So let me see. Do I remember the crafting recipe for these? Yes! Okay, well, I can make a whole bunch of books and quills now. I'm just gonna have a whole lot of fun with these little logs here. There's a single page placed in the middle of all these things, and it's gonna be a good time. All right, so great news. We've got an airship in every color, and I hope the ones over there don't end up interfering with the actual build when I, rebuild it. So we got one in every color. We got all these over here. There's 2 down there. I don't know if you can see them. There is, I think, 4 more over here. I just ran out of places up here to put them, so I just started putting them in random places. In reality, the radius of a lightning rod is 128 blocks, so twice that would be the maximum distance between any two. I don't need this many airships. It was just a really fun thing that I could do. So we're all lightning proof, which means guess what? I don't need this big ugly glass ceiling. Like it's really hideous and ugly, and also there are parts of that tree down there which I consider very ugly. So today's demo day. We're gonna destroy all of it. And let me just clarify something. I'm not destroying all of the tree. I'm just destroying pretty much from like where that branch is down there upward, including the branch. I don't like that branch. Look at that. Here, look. Wait. You see that branch? Look at that hideous thing. Look, did I know what I was doing? Definitely not. I definitely did not know what I was doing. That's awful. Okay, so just in case the lightning rod trick doesn't work, I've backed up the world. Alright, enjoy the time lapse of me destroying everything. Well, luck of the wind here. Looks like I got all these things built, and I destroyed all the nastiness. Most of it, at least. The tree's still not looking all that good, but I at least got rid of that big ugly branch. The big glass ceiling is gone, and I gotta say, this whole thing just looks fabulous. I like the aesthetic of just having a bunch of really colorful airships just flying about everywhere, and we got plenty down here as well. And I need to get rid of this big ugly glass ceiling, but I thought I'd leave that for another day because our focus in the next couple of episodes is getting this tree finished. So I am going to get on to editing because I am out of time, so I will see you guys in the next video. So check out the one that appeared on screen right now. I know you want to. It's really good. I think you'll love it.